What's up, King?
Yo, what up, King? What's the word?
Oh man, slow motion, good brother, slow motion, man. I see you in the lab
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
all the time, all the time, all the time, man.
You
Hey,
know,
I appreciate this, brother. I appreciate it, man.
man,
I
you already know
appreciate it.
anything, anytime, man. You know how we do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is a series that I created. It's called Dropping Knowledge, right? No pun intended. But while we on lockdown, man, there's a lot of entertainment going on. And salute to D Nice and Kid Capri and everyone out there keeping us entertained. But I want to make sure that we keep the knowledge
Yeah.
coming through as well during this time. So I had in episode one my business partner Sharonda McDaniel, and she kind of broke down the myths around bankruptcy and really took you inside of bankruptcy. And another topic that has meant a lot to me over the past um, year and a half or so is network marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I dabbled and dabbled in the past, but never with any sort of seriousness. And of course, network marketing, specifically in our community, it's like a bad word, and it's so many people have had experiences with it, and they've been turned off. But you are a shining light, brother. The time I met you, got the information from you, followed your lead, man, and so many others in Chicago and around the country, and they're winning, bro, because of your leadership, your discipline, your work ethic, etc. And so, before we get into the questions, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience and
Mm-hmm.
your name and where you're from and so forth?
Man, definitely, man. First off, man, giving it back to you, man, for sharing this information knowledge, because right away we get a lot of people, like you said, man, they entertain and stuff like that. Shout out to all of those guys, but then we also need people like what you're doing right here, man, to educate people on the other side of things, man. So I just want to get that to you because we also do know a lot of people too, man, that they get information, man, they hold it to themselves, right? They don't care about nobody else obtaining it. They don't share it, and then all of a sudden there's this great gap between somebody that's really wealthy and then somebody that's not, and it's just information, man. And then obviously from that point it's up to the individual, man. But my name is Joe Gathings, man. I'm from Chicago, West Side to be specific, man. You know what I mean? But man, I'm just like you said, man, a network marketer, man. Dabble obviously in some real estate, semi trucks and stuff like that, man. And nothing more profitable, should I say, than the network marketing industry. However, with the other things going on, but this right here, man, the return on the investment is just stupid, man. It's just absolutely amazing, man. So, typical guy, man, came from a trucking industry, man, no experience in it at all. Just willing to listen to people who were just simply doing better than me. Been touching it around 3.5, almost 4 years now, man. So it's been an absolute blessing, man. So hopefully whatever I can do to serve, you already know that's right up my alley, man. So let's get into it.
My man. So prior to you jumping in, you talked about driving trucks. You were driving trucks. I've heard your story plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
But when you heard this was the network marketing business, was there any apprehension or was there any baggage that you brought in based on your personal experience or what you heard from other people in your circle?
No, I think when I first came in, I just saw more so that if somebody can do it. I mean, I was competitive, you know that. I just got an edge of like, man, if you can do it, then I know it could be done. Then if it could be done, then I just need to know how to do it. Then I'm going to do it, and then obviously I could pass on to other people, and we just go crush this thing. So when I came in, I was blind, man. I didn't know what it was all about. I just knew right away, man. We helping people, and I knew that this is something that I didn't have to sell. I didn't have to really convince anybody. I just wanted to make sure that you were educated. You were self-convinced, right? Because you got denied or whatever it is. So network marketing, I guess the term, right. I just looked at it as an opportunity to build a business, right? Some stuff that I had already knew right away just from like current research prior to this, man, was real estate, man. You got the broker, goes out and get the realtor. The realtor goes out and sell a home. The realtor get paid, but the broker was at home. The broker got paid as well. So it was to me, it was just more like a business module, right? And when I heard Robert Kiyosaki, and I heard I think it was someone else that brought it up. I want to say Magic Johnson, man. When I heard them mention how powerful it was, while I was doing it though, knowledge, it was just it just put a little bit more, a little bit more wood on the fire, if it makes sense, man. So I just like, man, it's on and popping, man. So no, I didn't have any. I just came in blind, man. I just I just saw it, man. I saw all the success, man. I'm like, man, I just showed me. What I
Right.
will not do is try to reinvent the wheel.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Is there, what do you think? Because obviously you've touched a lot of people over the last 3 or 4 years. What do you think? And why are people so afraid of network marketing or slash just opportunities? Why are people so afraid of it, in your opinion?
I think it's just something they're not used to. Most of us are 9 to 5ers, man. We used to going to work, being told what to do, not knowing that individual that we work for, right, at some point had to take risks, right? So they just brave enough at a certain time to build something up and then pay you hourly. So yeah, I knew right away. For me, that's probably something that's holding it back. And then some people I feel like just don't understand. That's it. Once they get it knowledge and you really come in and you embody this thing, it's kind of like it kind of it turns you on in a way, man, because it's like, man, you trying to really figure this thing out, because you know on the backside of this thing, man, if I ever get this thing and that's the level of success, because
Right.
it's massive, you know, that's like a huge gap. Like it ain't even nothing close.
Right.
It's just I think that to me has been the biggest experience, man. People coming in used to working the 9 to 5, they used to something safe, something
Yeah.
that's already built already, something that's already established already. You come in, you just hide, right? Kind of in something that's already established already. And it's just that security, man. But network marketing, man, is just something, man, you come in and believe it or not, man, it's something that is established. You just got to go and take a piece of that establishment, man. And now you got to establish your own kingdom, if it makes sense. But
Right.
it's the same process, man. I promise you, anybody knowledge, you know, that that comes in and they take this thing just as serious as they'll take a job, man, it's game over.
Yeah, indeed, indeed, indeed. You know, I asked you this question before, but there's so many folks, whether it's this business that we're involved in, which is financial literacy and helping people. But there's something that Joe Gathings brings to the table, whether it's innate, just you, or if you've learned from your mentors, etc., that I think sets you apart. Speak on what you think those things are, if you've identified what special skills that you've actually brought to the table that actually adds and fuels your success.
One thing I probably say that stand out now is my ability to just pay attention to like I guess you could say success is already taking place. So I know sometimes when people come in network marketing, sometimes it's so simple that you feel like you gotta put your twist on it. You gotta
Yeah.
add your own little sauce on it. That can't be that simple. No, it really is that simple, because the whole business is built around a bunch of people just doing simple things and everybody eat, right? So sometimes when somebody comes in, they'll try to throw their own little sauce, their own little spice, and now you've done something that's not really duplicatable. That's you. That was your ability to how they get for gab, or that was your ability. The next thing that I would say, man, is I always enter everything, man, spiritually. You know that, man. So
Right.
I'm all quite naturally, I'm attracting things on a daily basis, and I try to train on that as well, right? I try to train on that also, because that law of attraction is everything, because it's just taking your goals to the next level, because you're tuning in. That's why, you know, like I know, even when you're in a network marketing, you want to make sure you under a great somebody that's considered a great mentor, because they can lead you in more than one way than just seeing the money, right? The money gonna come, but it's attitude, it's energy, it's thought process. It's you putting things down on board. You got to see things clearly, right? Then you got to remind yourself daily on these different things you want, because you got to replace your old subconscious, man. You got to replace that 9 to 5 mindset. So when you come into network marketing, you talking about millions of dollars, man. Your house getting paid for, cars getting paid for, like your physical, like yeah, but your subconscious, like, bro, we don't do that. We don't do that, right? So you got to
Right.
consistently remind yourself on a daily basis of that, and then man, honestly, you gotta care. Like, one thing you can't hide, man, is the fact that you gotta care, man. You gotta care about people. You gotta care about, and you don't have to be like, you know, all in love and crazy and stuff like that. But
Right.
you know me well enough now to know my spirit, man. Like, I care about you being successful. Now,
Right.
obviously, network marketing is a thing that grows and stuff like that. So you can't really spend all the individual time with everybody you would want to. But when you run across me, when I train or anything like that, man, you can just tell that I care about the information. I care about the individual. And because of that, right, it comes to success, because now you got people that's buying into more so of a family, man, who just started a business, and everybody got their own business. Other than that knowledge, I think that's the biggest thing, man. And just my ability to just go out every single day and ask myself a simple question, man. How can I be better today than I was yesterday? Now, obviously, you see me in this industry, man. You see me like you see me grown from just in the time when we first ran across each other, right?
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, that's my idea every single day. So, I mean, I'm blessed to even see who I'm going to be in 2 years from now, because all the time I'm consistently just trying to grow as an individual, man. It's because I know right away that in network marketing, you already know, King, you leading other people, so you can't be the same person you was 2 years ago. So it's kind of like a personal development, man, with a composition plan, man. You get paid to grow, right?
Yes, sir.
And lead other people, man. So those are the things that I really feel that stand out. And then inside of that, it's just who you are as a person, man. Do you have goals, man? Is this something you're trying to accomplish in life? Like, that's anything. That could be a job, right?
Yeah.
Even when I was
Yeah.
working a job, now I feel like the one thing that separated me when I was working a job was, man, I had goals, man. I rode around on my truck, man, with stuff that I wanted to accomplish, and I was checking it off as I was riding every night. And
Right.
that fuels that fire, man. I did a training the other day on burning the boat. You know what I mean? You gotta burn a lot of stuff, man, that's holding you back from your goals, man. And that way you can stay fast on what it is you're trying to accomplish, man. So that's pretty much in a nutshell. But those are things, knowledge that you can kind of teach. See what I'm saying? So that's when network marketing, you gotta just get in something long enough so that can be taught, right? Along with the system. That's why it's not something that could be taught overnight. Network marketing, you got to see the 2 years from now. You got to see 3 years from now, right? You can't just see that, because when you come in, it's some stuff we gotta touch on the inside.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then obviously you're getting paid along the way. But man,
Yeah.
once you figure that out with the system,
Yeah.
I mean, it's over with.
That's real. That's real. Great nuggets, bro. Great nuggets. Share with me. It's you have so many dope jewels to drop, right? Whether analogies, etc. But I think for this audience here, man, I think for those who've not seen you present or share this information, talk about the 3 types of people, man. That's one of my favorites, and I think it's so real, right? And I think it makes a person think, where am I at?
Yeah.
Where I'm at, and why am I where I'm at? And I just think you knock it out the park very simply. So you mind sharing kind of the 3 types of people?
I mean, absolutely, man. Anytime, man. So if you think about it, it's 3 types of people. You got tricycles, you got bicycles, you got motorcycles. Now, guess what, man? They all moving. Right? They all moving, right? Tricycles, bicycles. We just know they're not gonna get to the same destination at the same speed, not even close. Right? As you get into the difference between a motorcycle and a tricycle. So a tricycle, I like to think of this as somebody just probably grew up in like bad environments, bad information. Mom and dad, probably great parents, right? Doesn't mean that they were bad people. This was just the information that was given to them, right? Go to school, get a job, work the rest of your life, right? Stuff like that. Nothing wrong with that. Bad credit, right? These are people that got bad credit knowledge. You know that, man. Just not understanding how money works. All right. Yeah. So it doesn't matter how fast you pedal a tricycle, man. You will never go as fast as a bicycle, man. Never. Yeah. Like, I don't care how big your calf muscles is. You know what I'm saying? You can be the most athletic person ever, man. You're not going as fast as somebody that's on a bicycle. So then you got a bicycle. Now, these are people that actually probably went to school, man. Got a degree, got an education. That's someone that fit me. Like when I went to school, knowledge, I had a degree. But guess what? I didn't understand how money worked. I had a concept that I knew I wanted to be successful. So you got a lot of bicycles, man, that want to be successful, but they right above the tricycle. So they still don't know how money works. They still don't understand credit and how to use it the right way, right? They don't know how to make money work for them, so they end up trading time for money the rest of their life, going to work, getting paid, and when they don't go to work, they don't get paid because they don't understand the other principles and just making money while you sleep, residual income, investing in different assets and stuff like that. So they caught up in like that liability run, right? They go out and they buy a lot of liabilities, man. They go out and get the home, they go out and get the nice cars, man, but nothing's coming in. So if anything was ever happen to them, man, that's why we got a lot of foreclosures. All right, a lot of repossession. That stuff not just coming from tricycles, man. That's coming from tricycles and bicycles.
Yeah.
Right? So then you got motorcycles. Man, listen. I don't care how fast you pedal that bicycle, man. You ain't get on no highway, bro. You're not getting on no highway. So then you think of a motorcycle, man. These are people with knowledge that just figured out things, took some chance, took some risks, got around the right people, understand that you buy assets and let the assets cover the liabilities. Understand that, man, credit is everything because you can either use your cash or you can use your signature. You pick it, right? Either way it go, you can invest in some other things. Understand stuff like this, man, how to make money whether you're working or not. right? You, myself, all right, we're getting paid right now, even while we're doing it. So we educate people, and residual income is flowing in right now as we speak. Right. The only difference between us and somebody else is that we understood that. And then even with us, right? I'm not saying we figured everything else out, because obviously we still got a lot of room to grow. But man, I'd much rather be on the highway at least, right? Because it's levels to motorcycles too, right? You could be in that first lane where you're doing a speed limit, right? And then you can cross over a couple more lanes, man. And now you're in another, because you could also be on the same highway. Yeah. And I still can't catch you because you're going so fast. So that's why even as a motorcycle, it's up to us to continue to develop, continue to grow, continue to point to ourselves, man, and just develop as kings and queens, man, and cultivate in each other, man. And even in the business, now it's the same concept, right? You got same thing, man. You got tricycles in the business, man. These are people that's coming in, man. They start a business, a network marketing or whatever it is. They come in and they just wanna make some money on the side.
Right.
Right. But the thing about that is you can't compare yourself to what a bicycle would be. Now, a bicycle said, listen, I don't want to just make some money on the side, man. Listen, I'm trying to totally supplement my income.
Yeah.
I'm trying to walk off my job and I want to make exactly what I made on my job, man. That's a bicycle in network marketing, right? Mm-hmm. You coming in to walk off your job. If you made 60,000 a year, build your business up to make 60. Now you can at least control your time.
Yeah.
Then you got a motorcycle. Those are the people that come in and listen, man, I heard that it's some people making $800-900 a month. I'm talking about 1,000. I went in on that, right? Those are the people that came in who saw the vision and said, listen, because now it's not just about me. This is about all other people that want to open up streams of income and knowledge. You know, that's us, man. We talked about this before, man. When you come in, you have to position yourself. I'm talking about that motorcycle. See, sometimes people see that income knowledge and they be like, man, I don't need all that. Well, you don't need all that. Right. But your homie that's on the streets that ain't gonna do network marketing, you can hire a buddy to be the head security guard at your lounge or your club or something like that. Pay him a salary because you know it's not about the money. You can pay your mom house off. Now she's not concerned. You know the peace of mind you have when your mom is stressless, right? Not thinking about mortgages and stuff like that. Walk off her job. If you got a fiance, if you got a wife or something like that, guess what? You work if you want to, and let that be something you're passionate about, not something you go and work every single day. Man, I'm tired, man. I just was always taught, man, we're supposed to murder Earth, man. We're supposed to dominate this thing, knowledge, man. It's supposed to be a huge gap between believers and non-believers, man. And that's our way of really preaching to them. But I'm not gonna get behind no pulpit, man. But I can lead you in a way where you ask me who was it, man. God, man, He gave me an opportunity, man, and we giving it to y'all, man. So that's a good question, Alex, because I wouldn't even really expect them, but I think that really lines a lot of stuff up from just a mindset of 3 different people.
That's a great answer, brother. That's a tremendous answer. So I think, man, part of why so many of our community have apprehensions about network marketing is because so many people have touched so many different types of opportunities, right? It's one of the things that grabbed me about this one is before the business, I needed my credit fixed. I knew I was out here clowning. I knew people were out here telling me no. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man getting told no, right? And so I knew I needed to get some, I needed to clean things up for myself, and the business that would allow other people to do it. It makes total sense. What's most important in your opinion for any opportunity, right? You step into a network marketing opportunity, right? So that person, they're excited. That's why they joined, or somebody they trusted, already in the business. They came in because of that. What's kind of like, call it your first 30 days. Like what from Joe Gathings, what's absolutely necessary that you need to do within those first 30 days to put yourself in position?
Man, number one, man, you got to find you something that you got to believe in something before you see it, knowledge, because that's energy, right? That energy when you coming into something, man, is amazing. That's everything to somebody, man. Like when I first came in, I was excited about the outcome, right? So of course, like any network marketing knowledge, I think, and I know is that if you're going to do, at least make sure it's something that people need, right? Find that, make sure it's a necessity. That's why I love it so much, knowledge, because you don't have to sell it.
Right.
That person already convinced when they went to the car lot, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not here to bash them or nothing like that. But we here to just basically just let you know that we already know that this is the issue. So when you first come in, man, one of the things that I always suggest, man, is, man, you got to believe in somebody else, man, who's been doing it longer, man. Because what happened is you don't want to make any mistakes. at least the ones you can avoid, right? You want to make sure when you come in knowledge, man, listen, I got to put all of my people in front of somebody else because that experience, that knowledge, the education, that success story, all of that stuff coming from someone else to my people, then I'm just a connector in the beginning, right? I'm just a plug. Right. I'm putting you in front of my man. I'm putting you in front of my mentor. I'm putting you in front of my leader, man. Now let that person share what they share with me, because obviously it was something that got me going, right? And I feel like, you know, I'm a pretty educated guy, right? I'm going to look at things up, left, right. So if I've done it, then you trust me enough to just listen to me so I can make the connection between you and him so that you guys can talk and I'm going to listen, because at some point I got to be the connect, right? So that's the biggest one when you come in, man, and just make sure that when I come in, let me connect with let me put my people, right? Let me put people in front of other people, because what that does is that means that I'm earning and I'm learning. Now, as you know, when I first came in, man, I barely said anything when I first came in, man. I got everybody in front of my mentor. Hey, listen, him, buddy, trust me, listen to me, pull up on me, let's ride on him, get on the phone with him. And the whole time I was making a lot of money, but what I also was doing was, man, I was learning. Because like I said before, I didn't have no experience in this, man. I wasn't even trying to act like the expert, man. One thing that I feel like that could really get people over the hump, man, when they come in, is just keep it real. This ain't what I do. Right. So if you put somebody in front of you, in front of your friends, your family, or the people that you around, at least keep it real with them. Man, this dude right here or this lady right here is killing it. And this is why I wanted to bring you in before you guys. Now, that energy in itself would be important. And then focusing on one or two things at a time, man, because when you come into anything, man, it's a lot of stuff you're trying to learn. One thing that I really, when I came in knowledge, I just wanted to focus on the 20. I wanted to focus on the 20%. I wanted to focus on the one or two things that I knew mattered the most. And I knew that everything else I could build from that. I didn't need to know 7, 8, 9. That's somebody that at a vice president level. That's a regional vice president. I'm not trying to study what he needs to be studying at that time, because it's taken away from my craft. So, you know, right away, man, we got the concept, passing the ball. And I think even just to explain it better for the audience, man, is season the meat, right? When I first came in, your job is just to season the meat, right? When you come into network marketing, man, I'm just trying to season the meat, man. The groceries already been bought, man. The company is already established. Right? All I got to do is pick out the meat. Now I got to season it. AKA, I just got to put people in front of other people. Why? Because my mentor going to cook it. Right, that's the person who probably know how to make this food the exact same way so it can come out and we all eat. Why? Because on the backside, I season it. I put them in front of someone else or other people, events, environments, webinars, conference calls, whatever it is. Let people that been doing it longer knowledge, let them cook it. And then because of them being able to cook, man, because some people don't know how to cook. Right, so you gotta let somebody, so everybody know, man, that's some good food, man. And then obviously on the back end, because of that, everybody eat, man. So that's probably the biggest thing, man. Just removing yourself out the way. Now, just trying not to focus. So come in and asking your mentor, man, what are the one or two things that I need to be focused on right now? All right, and then when I get good at that and I master that, then I can move on to the next thing, man. It's just an absolute blessing.
Man, I hope y'all in the building. We are talking with Joe Gathings. He is a leader in network marketing here in Chicago, focusing on financial literacy and credit restoration. He is absolutely killing the business. He's been in the business just a little bit shy of 4 years, and he's absolutely making it happen. Joe, you know, I know you're a super, super humble brother, and obviously everyone here is not in the business, but you've been in the business a little bit less than 4 years. How big is your organization at this point in terms of number of people?
Man, that's crazy, man. I was looking at the group the other day, man. We touching, man, almost 2,800 people, man. And that was just in the group. So I had to go on my actual website, because that's just the people that kind of logged in. You know, we getting people on a regular basis. But I mean, now it's my first year, man. I think we had probably like 1,000 people, right? And I probably knew 70 of them. Because when we came in, we weren't trying to reinvent the wheel. We just focused on what we need to focus on. So this is for anybody that's even considered or at some point want to or even in it at this time, man. Is how important it is to move yourself out the way. Look at that. That's 1 year, 1,000 people. I knew 70 of them because I got everybody probably half of that year in front of somebody else. And then, you know, even when I was in position where I was cooking the food, right, I still was making sure that everybody was around the highest level of influence, because I know right away that I only had 6 months of experience. So
Yeah.
I can't get you and try to, you know, tuck you off and get my own little private restaurant or something. No, I need to make sure that everybody in front of everybody all at the same time, man. So man, we got a dope movement too, man. It's not even, I'm telling you, man, when you think about the industry, man, knowledge, man, it's just amazing, because what we embody, man, is a family, man. It's a gathering, man. When you get around people, man, I'm telling you, man, that really, like we were talking about before earlier, man, just that really care about people. Then
Yeah.
what you have is, man, you got you a big dumb family, man, and we just rocking and rolling, man, and we taking over the world, man.
Indeed, indeed. So I'm listening to you. I don't really hear you saying a lot of it is about, like, some things, right? If you're LeBron James, there's a big talent piece that you got to have to be LeBron, right? To be Mike, you got to have a big talent piece. It sounds like a lot of, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like a lot of what you're saying is everybody really can do well or have a level of success in network marketing. There's the things that you need are things that can be learned, taught, etc. And you can have, you know, maybe you can't be the number one person in the organization, but you can find your level of success where this thing is meaningful and significant, which is, I think, what most people look for when they join network marketing. They look for it to just be something significant for them. So speak to that. Am I saying that correctly? Am I misspeaking? What are your thoughts about just the average common man or woman? Do they have a chance at network marketing?
Absolutely, absolutely, knowledge. I mean, it's for anybody. I'm gonna just be real. Like, I know, like, especially this one, because this is something, like, I do know, like, in certain companies, man, you come in, like, if that company is not something that somebody need, then that may not be, because now you got to be a seller, like, now you got to be a convincer, right? But if you're somebody that comes in with a product that somebody already needs, then I could just be myself, but I just got to do the things that we talked about earlier about getting around other people and stuff like that, and just developing, man. And if you're around the right people, man, you'll catch another virus, right? And this is the one that we want to catch. And it's called success. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, man, that's the one you want to, because you get infected, man, by just the scripts. You understand it, what to say and how to say it. I'm telling you, man, because if you think about it, and this is also why, like we talked about before too, when you get into something, it's not getting into it, it's who you get into it with, right? That matters, because if that business isn't broken down to the simplest form, so that anybody, network marketing is supposed to be broken down. In fact, when you really study it, knowledge, the more in depth I get into it, it's supposed to be built on anybody able to do it, right? The simplest scripts, the simplest way to reach out to people, the simplest way to follow up with people, the simplest videos to get in front of people, the simplest formats and events that bring people together, so somebody else who has more experience can come out and talk to those people for you. So that means that you don't have to be the greatest speaker, because you already have people. It's people in network marketing, it's people in this business, it's people in this group, right? In this family, you know that already have a passion for stuff that you can't stand. All right. Stuff that you don't even like. Guess what? Welcome to the family. Now that's where we strong together, because if somebody else enjoys speaking, right? Like you speaking on with Sharon and bankruptcy, man. Sharon got a thing, man. Like that's a gift, man. She get in front of the audience, she rock that thing out. So guess what? If you're somebody that's in the movement and you know you already got somebody like Sharona that's killing that thing, all you gotta do is come in, sit back, and let Sharona do her thing.
Yeah.
The only problem is when you come in and you try to be Sharonda and you're not Sharonda, right? You can come in and be yourself. You can take pieces from Sharonda, all right, but be yourself and just maximize stuff that's already in place, man. So that's the probably thing, knowledge. When you ask that question, it's for everybody to understand that inside of network marketing, it is for everybody, because whatever it is you don't enjoy doing, somebody does.
Right.
And as long as you got somebody in that piece, in that family that enjoys doing stuff that you don't like doing, you come bring stuff that you enjoy doing, because guess what? I guarantee you that person probably don't like doing that stuff. So if you enjoy doing it, they don't. They got things that you don't like doing, but they do it, but you don't. And you come together, man, that's a movement, knowledge. So anybody can do it, man, especially something like this because it's credit. We don't have to come to you telling me, oh man, somebody gonna die tomorrow. You need to get this, or you need to drink this for that, and losing this. Nothing wrong with those companies, guys. Don't get it twisted, man. There's some people being successful, but to me, knowledge is nothing like simplicity. Asking somebody a question about their credit. It's either you need it or you don't. And we know that it's 63 million Americans, man, and even higher, right? Even coming through this crisis, I hate to say it, man, you know that it's going to be even higher. So once again, we got something that's it was powerful before, but now it's about to be on steroids because a lot of people are going to make some hiccups along the way. So man, yeah, I mean, that's anybody can do it, knowledge.
How did you deal with the, one of the reasons I think that people are afraid of network marketing is the rejection, right? The rejection or the having to talk with my personal network of people. I don't want to do that. Did you have to deal with any of those feelings and thoughts? And if so, how did you get over that? How did you overcome those feelings to kind of be able to push forward?
Man, it's crazy now because that's the reason why I didn't get into other network marketing. I had some stuff brought to me before, but that's the difference. So when you think about this, it's totally different because when I first came in, I had a clear mind because I know I needed it. Man, my credit went from a 545 to 805, man, game over.
Yes, sir.
So, and that was in the process of serving other people, man. So when you think about this, King, it's like, it was different with this because I knew right away that I didn't have to sell it, right? So once again, I came right in. I had my list of people. I was confident because I had something that I knew they needed. Right? So it was even if somebody rejected, it wasn't like a get the hell out of here, right? It was more so like not right now, right? Okay, great. I'll take that. So I'm going to move on to somebody who needs it right now, right? So that's the difference, man, with this. So when you're talking about rejection, in this company, man, it's not that harsh, like, get that out of my face, boy. Don't nobody use that stuff. No, it's more like man, I need it, man, but I'll get paid Friday, man. Let's go Friday. Or check back with me when I get my income taxes, right? So the rejection in this, which goes back to what we were saying earlier, finding you a necessity. But with anything else, man, I always tell people in general, man, like when you think about an airplane. Right, when that lady going down the aisle, you know that knowledge. They're going down the aisle with the peanuts and the water. You know what I'm saying? They got their little dust, their little water, man, their little Pepsis. They going down the little aisle with their little outfits on, man. They pull up to the aisle, man. Listen, you want some peanuts, some water? Okay, great. You don't peanut, water? Okay, great. Move to the next aisle. You want some peanuts? She wants some water? Okay, great. There's no feelings attached to that, man. It's either you want some peanuts or you don't. Guess what? At some point, they're gonna get right to that person, like, you want some peanuts, man? Dude been waiting on you. But man, please come back here, man. I'm hungry, right? That's the person you're looking for. You give that man his peanuts, and then guess what? You walk to the next aisle, dude sleep. AKA he sleep on opportunities. AKA he don't believe in nothing. AKA he want to work the rest of his life. That's equivalent to somebody been on a plane sleep. We ain't for the axe dude. Because now he missed out on the opportunity, move on to the next aisle. So it's different in this knowledge, man. I just try to tell everybody, you got to have that mindset to understand. The best way to look at it, man, if I told you, if you talk to 1 million people the right way, the right system, and you put them in front of other people so that they can cook it and everybody eat. If I told you talk to 1 million people on the back end of that, you're going to make 8,000 to 10,000 plus a week for the rest of your life. How fast are you willing to get to that million? That's the question.
Right.
So that's the only way to look at it, man. At some point, I'm going to check 10,000, 8,000, 9,000 a week or more, right? We just started off with 1 million. But the point is, when you're talking and you conversating with those millions, is that a necessity or is that something you got to sell? And if it's not a necessity, AKA this is what we do like this right here, how are you approaching them? And are you trying to take credit for it and get all the, pride and kick in and stuff like that? Or just edifying somebody else, man, because that person counts, man, who you talking to. So just move on to the next person, man, and know you got a blessing for somebody. And here's what I learned too, knowledge. Those people come back around because your story becomes so great, man. Man, I started to get more trucks and semi trucks and other properties, man. Pull up with the audio. I got a new thing too. I'm gonna let you see it. But when they see that,
yes, sir.
you already know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the gap is a huge gap between you. And then now it's not about stunning, it's not about front, it's not about like I hate when people like, Joe, we finna murder these people to something. I'm not trying to murder nobody, man. I'm trying to inspire people to something. I'm trying to uplift people to something. Like change your vocabulary, man. So hopefully now, which I know for a fact because you saw what it was with the A7.
Yeah.
When I got the A7, man, the people are able to inspire and uplift. Man, this one right here, man. Call me when we get off of this thing, man. Call me when we get off of this thing, man. Yeah, I'm super excited about that, man. I just wanted to lead the people the right way by bringing it out at the right time.
Indeed. We're getting ready to wrap. A couple more for you. So you talk about this business being kind of a personal development business with the compensation plan. What are those areas that, as you came into the business, you found that you needed to kind of personally develop in?
Man, honestly, man, I kind of honestly, even to this day, man, a little bit of everything, man. Everything you're gonna need to sharpen. You're gonna have to perfect everything, man. Nobody's even my mentors, man. There's some areas, man, that they weak in. And I think that even me being who I am, see, I got areas that I may be strong in.
Right.
They weak in, and I see it in advance. You see what I'm saying? So I may recommend something because our job is to uplift everybody. Because remember, everybody's still human, right? So ideally, we came into a great opportunity. So you may be gifted at some things. But for me, man, mainly when I first came in, it's doing what we're doing right now. I know people might see this interview like, man, Joe and Knowledge going in, some great information. Guess what, man? When I first started out, you couldn't get me on this because I didn't like talking in front of people, right? That to me was like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? So man, that was intimidating for me, man. I couldn't even think about doing this, man. That and management, right? Like I was doing a training with the team, man, the other day, and I was talking about, man, God will never give you anything you cannot manage, man. So instead of praying for things, man, pray for management. Because now you know how to manage things when you come in. You know how to manage personalities. You know how to manage people. You know how to manage money. You know how to manage your time. You know how to manage your assets. I mean, you even like it's got to the point, man. I done got so tuned. I know how to manage the cars, man. I know what car I'm driving on this day, that day, because I want to take care of all of them, not to impress nobody, but to impress upon you. When you're dealing with stuff, you have to get that clear. Your vision got to be that clear. So for me, Knowledge, it was really just developing everything, man. When I came in, I think I had the discipline kind of down packed because I was always an athlete. So I knew right away coming in the door, man, listening to your coach, first one in, last one to leave, you know, because we hoop, man. So you know that right away. That's a huge advantage for people coming in, man, if you ever played any sports or anything like that, because you get that, but anybody can get it when you come in, because now you can learn from somebody who plays sports or something like that. And just being confident in myself, man. I think when I first came in, Knowledge, I felt like I had to be perfected, if it made sense. I thought when I came in, man, before I opened my mouth, I had to sound like this person. I had to sound like that person. You know what I'm saying? That word had to come out. You know, when I present to this day, man, I'll mess that word up. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about being yourself because you want to be relatable. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to be in a situation where anybody in the audience can feel, or anybody on this like live can feel, anybody on the phone call can feel that the only difference between you and me is I started first. That's it. I don't want nobody to feel like, oh my God, he had a master's or a bachelor's. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. You know, that's an accomplishment. But I need you to know that when I speak, I slur. When I speak, I mess up some words. When I talk to people, I get nervous, or I need y'all to know that. So there's no level of success, you know what I'm saying, that makes you unnervous, if it makes sense, man. It's just when you get up there, man, you just gotta flow with it, man. Let God come out, and just that's why you gotta have that heart to want to care and help people, man, because it's a natural flow, man, that comes out. So those are the ones that I really felt like that I had to really get, man. I think just learning people, man. Like, it's funny, man, because sometimes you learn so many people along the way. Knowledge is like when you see stuff coming out, you just laugh. Like that reminded me 2 years ago. I remember old boy, I remember old girl. Here's how we deal with that, because we dealt with it. So let's try this. Let's do it like this. Let me share that story. We fix that problem. We go with it. Man, that's it. I think I think everything for the most part, man, needs some. Even to this day, needs some sauce on it.
Yeah, no doubt. So let's close out, brother. This has been a great conversation, man. Hopefully, folks who popped in took a lot of value. It'll be available on my page. Definitely get some clips out over the coming days. I I see somebody wants you to kind of give us the burning the boat that you talked about on Monday. If you don't mind closing us out with kind of that, I think that's so many people can take something from that.
Man, absolutely, man. It was a concept, man. It's called Burn the Boat, man. It was I think the guy name was Herman Cortez, right? So what he did was he went over to a whole nother country, man, to take over some land. All right. Now I want you guys to grab the story because I'm gonna walk you guys through it, man. So I think this guy taking over this time because that was good. So what happened was, now that he went over there, he was outnumbered, man. He only had one soldier to every 100 soldiers of the other people's land, other people's territory. So most people would probably give up on that, man. Listen, we're gonna lose, man. It's no competition. It's like ain't no way, right? Ain't no way we're gonna do this, right? But what he did was he went over there with faith, man, and a burning desire to win. So what he did was, now that he burnt, man, imagine you getting your squad off the boat, right? Y'all jump on this land, and your team probably they already nervous, right?
Right.
And then you burn all the boats, bro. Like ain't no way back to the crib.
Right. We here.
Ain't no way back to the crib, fam. We burning everything up. So y'all know we either gotta win or die. Right? Yeah. Either way it goes. So what it did was it created a burning desire, man. So what they did was, AKA, just like in life, they took their goals that most people had and turned it up a level, right? And made sure that, listen, now we gotta win. So we gotta focus, we gotta lock in every swing, count every duck. I gotta watch your back, you gotta watch my back. We gotta lock in. And the reason why they won the war, knowledge, was because the other team didn't have as much burning desire. So here it is, you outnumbered me by 100 people. Right. And it didn't matter because you didn't have the desire. You had options. So burning the boat knowledge is basically saying that, listen, when you locking in and you're trying to accomplish some stuff in life, man, sometimes you got to burn every other option. You got to burn all the stuff that you feel like, man, listen, if this don't work, I still got that and that and that and that. You know what I'm saying? So your clear vision is never going to be the same because you got too many things trying to, take you in one direction, right? Versus somebody that got a clear vision, tunnel vision. I know exactly, man, I'm locked in on this and these one or two things, or this one or two things, or that one thing. Or I know these are the things that's going to get me to destination. So when I lock in on these things, man, because think about the burning boats, man. Sometimes boats may not just be, man, the fact that it's other opportunities, man. Sometimes boats knowledge is conversations you having with people that don't line up with your focus. So sometimes you got to burn that thing. If that conversation don't line up with your vision, burn it. Those people. Sometimes now we don't got the same vision, now so we ain't in the same. We shouldn't even be in the same boat. So I don't even know how you got on the boat, but since you on it, burn it up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes places you go now that don't line up with that clear vision. Guess what? That's a boat. Burn it up. You know what I'm saying? Events, places you go to that don't line up, man. When you can't reap and sow in the same seasons, man. You got to pick what season am I going to be reaping and what season am I going to be sowing. So when I'm sowing, I got to make sure that television, that TV show, man. Guess what? Now that if that ain't lining up with my vision, man, I got to burn that boat. You know what I'm saying? Because I know right away that if me and knowledge claim to have the same vision, claim to have the same goals, but knowledge burning desire is so deep that he's saying, listen, I'm going to win this battle. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be financially free. I'm going to get my credit together. I'm going to build this business up, or I'm going to die trying, versus somebody else that comes in like, man, I think I'm gonna make this work. I think I'm gonna add this in. It should be pretty good. It's just two different point of views, man. So you'll never catch somebody with that burning desire, because when you think about the law of attraction and attracting certain things on certain levels, man, it's like, hey, I have to have a burning desire because I need this thing to be manifested as quick as possible. I'm not trying to spend 40 years on one goal knowledge, man, because I've been having this boat behind me that, man, I need to burn everything. I need to hit this in 6 months so I can move on to the next project. Yeah. Because as long as I got all these burning, all these boats that, you know what I'm saying, give me all these ways out, man, I'm never going to be able to accomplish that thing as quick as possible, man. So just tunnel vision, man. Man, burn them boats, y'all.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, King.
Man, you already know, King. God bless you, man.
This was everything, man. I think so many people took something away from it. I'm a big fan of yours, brother. Again, all the time, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. You know what I'm saying? You absolutely started me on my path down here, and I've been able to do some things, and most importantly, put other people in position. So salute to you, bro. Continued success, and I definitely see you at the top, my guy.
Man, you already know it. It only look better like that.
All right, brother.
All
Take
right,
care.
kid. God bless the kings and queens, everybody. Shout out. Peace.
Peace.